It's a mysterious moonlit night in deepest, darkest Northumbria. Tonight, pop rockers McFly are going to put their bravery to the test with ghost hunter extraordinaire Yvette Fielding. With 7 UK #1 singles and 2 #1 albums under their belts, McFly truly are one of the nation's favourite boy bands. Baby's coming back, so I'm on my best behaviour. Performing to millions can be scary enough, but Tom, Dougie, Harry and Danny have never been on a ghost hunt until now. Yvette is setting McFly a heart-stopping task to last a whole night exploring some of Northumbria's most terrifying locations. How will they cope with the terror?
It's absolutely it.
Can they last to the end of the night?
Can you maybe leave me and Dougie together?
No.
Please.
And will they ever be the same again? With over 7 years ghost hunting experience, Yvette Fielding is an expert at stalking spirits. She's setting McFly a challenge where their valour and values will be put to the test.
I'm not going at the back. I'm a woman. You're a bunch of rockers.
Oh, go on, mate, go on.
Yvette's not alone on her quest to test the nerve of these poor souls. Professor of Psychology Geoffrey Beattie will be on hand to determine the band's mindset as the fear unfolds, and offer sanctuary should McFly feel the need to flee.
I'm interested in how fear is going to affect them, both as individuals and as a group. I'm fascinated by the way that fear changes everything. Changes how you feel inside, changes what you see and what you hear. It can even affect how you feel about yourself.
That's it. Right, okay, this is it. Let's just go, man.
Dude! Please!
Now, fear may start off inside, but it soon leaks out and can influence everyone around you. And of course, watching your friends succumb to fear can be a truly terrifying experience.
McFly's ghost-busting outfits may make them laugh, but Yvette is not impressed.
You've got to be joking. Get in.
She knows their journey tonight will be far from comical.
What's he saying?
He's gonna come.
Having finally made it into the back of the cab, the band are being driven towards a heart-stopping task. Yvette is taking McFly to 3 reputedly haunted locations. First up is Killhope Mine, said to be home to the poor souls, both young and old, who lost their lives labouring within its cavernous tunnel system. Malevolent spirits have been reported in its dark, damp recesses. Also on tonight's ghostly agenda is Killhope Woods. The vastness of this forbidding forest is allegedly the scene of mysterious disappearances, the ghosts of which are said to be heard emitting guttural screams that rage through the trees. Tonight's final location is set deep in the Northumbrian countryside. This 13th century border castle is reputedly haunted by at least 4 different ghosts. They're all said to roam its historic corridors and dungeons. But how do the boys feel about the task ahead?
It will be very interesting to see how we all react tonight.
I think it's certain that I'm going to cack my pants a lot.
At the minute, I'm quite relaxed, but I'm sure as me and the lads get in a dark room, we'll start being stupid and screaming. Get me out of here!
I don't know. I'm very paranoid that I'm going to lose my mind and be scarred for the rest of my life.
There's no way I'm going back in the place where the bloke bit his own arm off.
Yvette is she's a very strange young lady.
She's lovely, but she's also got a slightly sort of freaky look in her eye.
Even if nothing happens, it's going to be scary enough just walking around with her for a couple of hours.
Could have picked a nice summer's day.
I want my mum and my hot water bottle.
You're quite scary.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Am I?
Do you live in the woods?
McFly might be laughing now, but tonight's first location will soon wipe the smile from their faces. Kilhope Mine dates back to 1853, and at its peak was one of the richest lead mines in the British Isles. A 200-metre tunnel, at times 1 foot deep in water, cuts into the hillside. It closed in 1910, but was open briefly during the First World War. Paranormal activity is said to be rife in these tunnels, manifesting as the ghost of an angry miner. As well as strange lights appearing, curious noises and the voices of children are regularly reported. And it is down these very tunnels that Yvette is going to take McFly.
Along with the other guys, I reckon I'll be pretty open about the way I'm feeling. Like if I'm scared, you'll know I'm scared. I'm not going to try and be cool and try and pretend that I'm not scared. You might see a bit of screaming, so hopefully not too much.
There's a lot of poltergeist activity. There's a lot of ghostly presences been witnessed down there, all right? So just be really vigilant. Think about where you're going. It's very dark as well, so make sure that you have these lamps on. At one point, we'll turn them all off, and you won't be able to see a hand in front of your face. Everybody ready? Yeah. Come on, then. Follow us all. Let's go. Oh.
With the help of mine guide Kate Farrow, Yvette leads McFly down the 50-metre tunnel into the heart of the mine. The wheel room.
So, Kate, do you want to tell us a little bit about this particular area?
There's actually air level 120 feet below here, and that would fill up with water. But because this was the only drainage level, this wheel was working a pump, which is further down there, that would extract water from the level below. There would be maintenance, but if they didn't turn the wheel off, they could often get caught in the wheel and it would take them round and shred them and cut them up into pieces.
So can you imagine the screams that would have been heard from that, getting your body caught in that? It would have been horrific.
Okay, guys, come on then.
As Yvette and the boys make their way deeper into the mine, they begin to realise they may not be totally alone.
Did you just hear kids?
I just said kids, yeah. Do you hear them?
Could the noises being heard be coming from the next area, the working stope? It is said this place is haunted by the ghosts of children.
Now, I happen to know that this particular area is very prevalent with the spirits of children, and particularly one, a little boy, aged between 11 and 12, so we're told, and they normally give school children tours around here, and they counted 12 children in, but when they were walking around, the children were actually saying, you know, who's this other child? And they kept counting. They kept coming up with 13, and they couldn't quite work out what was going on. And when they left, there was 12 children. This is an area that, you know, we must investigate, definitely. Now, I think it's a good time for us to go to night vision. You up for it?
Definitely. Let's do it.
Above ground, watching events from the safety of the taxi, is Professor of Psychology, Jeff Beattie.
Some locations, in my view, are just naturally scary, and I think an underground mine's one of them. Because I think when people get frightened, they're always looking out for a way of escaping from the situation. And I think the problem is, once you start going underground, you know that escape's going to be that much more difficult. I think that's why it's kind of intrinsically frightening. And also, of course, going underground is a bit like being buried. It's got lots of those kind of connotations associated with it.
With the torches extinguished, it's not just the light that has disappeared. McFly's sense of chivalry also seems to have gone missing.
Don't leave me at the bloody back. You're a man.
Where do you want to go?
Get out of it.
Yvette leads the band down through the rest of the tunnel system, where she hopes to make contact with the spirits who reside here.
Oh, God.
If there's anybody here, if there's any spirit people that want to talk to us, can you please make a noise? Where Where did that come from? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Call out, one of you.
Go on, Harry.
Come on, Harry.
You're at the front, mate. Come on.
Just say if that's you. Do it again. Go on. You can.
Hello?
Say if that was you, do it again.
If that was you, do it again.
Let's go right in. You ready?
You go first, mate.
Joint front.
I'm right behind you.
Wait a minute.
You ready?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yep. Yeah, good, yeah.
Let's shut the door behind us, you know, as we go in. Yeah?
Right.
If there's anybody here, if there's any spirit people that want to talk to us, can you please make a noise? Make a loud bang or throw something. Did you hear that? Did you hear it?
Yeah, what?
I just heard like a...
Ask again.
If there's anybody here, if there's any children here, please don't be frightened. We don't mean you any harm. If there's a ghost of a little boy here, the spirit of a little boy, please come and talk to us.
Yeah, love.
Can you hear the whispering?
No.
Let's keep walking. Who's going to go first?
Once again, McFly are showing their true mettle.
Hey, look at you, trap running out. Bloody hell.
And Dougie wishes he was elsewhere.
My turn.
Do not go back. No.
You don't want to go at the back?
Hell no.
Come on. Do you not want to go at the back? I'm not going at the back. I'm a woman, for Christ's sake. Excuse me? You're a bunch of rockers.
Right, go on, mate, go on.
Calm down, everyone. Calm down, everyone.
That's it.
Dougie, stay. Don't. No.
Man, I lost my hat and everything.
It's all right. Calm down.
Cut my lip. Dude. Look at me. No.
Just calm down a bit.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. There's knocking. There's knocking.
No.
Dougie,
stay.
listen to me. Do you want to go?
Dougie, come on, stay.
You don't have to stay, Dougie. If you want.
Okay, I'll stay. That was a loud bang, that was.
They're pretty keyed up to begin with here, and now there's been a loud noise in the mine. Now, it is an old mine, so there are going to be lots of knocks all the time. But when you're in that psychological state, that kind of noise might just be enough to set you off. And look at the effects on Dougie. He just wanted to flee, he just wanted to get out of there. But look at the others trying to reassure him, and listen to the tone of Harry's voice. It's almost as if he's terrified of Dougie leaving. It's as if the group's only strong if the weakest member is still there.